abegafo ye makwaba edeba block 2 media so enen sensama am say enrechi etwagu ye na am say block 2 media ye kwochinchini ye kwotietim ne ye deba na monso matimi ehunu ne etwagu ewo man Ghana mu enen ne ekoso ewo man Ghana mu eye owura afiamakpo am say courts and say in summer a course or course hormone a samana ano or de papa nti yensembre meso say in summer a tragu ye ewo orafia makpo efa nana adodan kwa ye president na adodan kwa Kufuado in sensem bia epupu ebaye no meso say me yensembre no menka ne bebre meso say obedi bechini yakwo ne yekuti nsema emi say e course ewo courts kesiye mu no na ye ba de oho bia so ye de atomo so de mo se man kombra
filed by lawyer and journalist Richard Delaskay.
The application clearly was frivolous, and there ought not to be any manipulation of what went on in court. Even Parliament itself was opposed to the application.
On the cases that are being heard, there are those who have taken the view that some cases were filed 2 weeks prior to this case being filed, and the Supreme Court has proceeded to deal with it. The Chief Justice himself has raised issues about persons not prosecuting their own cases. What do you make of it?
Yes, I mean, as I said, it's most unfortunate that persons will file processes before the court and then fail to take an interest in it. On record in Parliament is a letter that I wrote to the Speaker asking him to reconsider his decision and all. So I expect Parliament, after having come to the Supreme Court to oppose this application, to also reconvene and deal with the matter relating to the approval of the ministers.
I asked the Attorney General specifically if he's interested in getting that injunction that has been filed to stay the hands of President Kufuado on the anti-LGBTQ bill, and whether or not he'll be filing for the Supreme Court to actually deal with the matter expeditiously. He said that he does not intend to prosecute the case for the person who had filed this case in this suit, Richard Delaskay. Is the position that if Richard Sky does not prosecute this case, the Supreme Court is not going to hear it, and the hand of the president is going to be stayed on this bill up until Richard Sky decides that he takes an interest in this matter?
Well, if Richard Sky does not prosecute the matter, the application will be dismissed. The process he has filed in court will be dismissed. Yes. So, but hold on. I think that the duty to fix the date for hearing rests to the registry of the Supreme Court, and I do not understand where this business of people actually scrutinizing when applications are fixed for hearing or why these applications are fixed for hearing even came from. Back in the days, if we file an application in the Supreme Court of Ghana, it takes even 3 months for you to have a date for hearing. It is only after a party has made an application for an expeditious determination of the process that the matter will come up for hearing. And indeed, in the record will show that this particular case, for the record, it must be indicated that I specifically applied for an expeditious determination of the matter. I applied for an expedited hearing of the application. So it is not the Supreme Court of Ghana picking and choosing which applications to hear and not to hear. Any party to any matter, back in the days I used to do it even when I was in opposition.
You filed for an expedited hearing in the Richard Sky case.
So I think you should ask the plaintiff. The plaintiff is the one who initiated the action. The plaintiff is the one who initiated the action, and the plaintiff ought to bear the responsibility for the conduct of the matter. I'm not going to conduct the case for the plaintiff.
Another big issue in court today had to do with the appearance of the NDC MP and his lawyers. Neither the MP nor his lawyers were in court today. There was no explanation as to why they were not in court. But the bailiff of the Supreme Court was put under oath, and he gave some facts to the Supreme Court. He said he went to the law firm of the lawyer for Roxanne Nelson Dafamepo, that is Nick Papo Samoado, to serve on him some court documents, including the hearing notice for today. And that when he did, in fact, go to the law firm to serve these documents on him, he did not meet the lawyer himself. He met one person called Na, who told the bailiff that lawyer Nick Papo Samoado had categorically instructed her not to receive any application, any court processes, any document from any person whatsoever, and that he did indeed proceed to lay the documents on the table, which would have meant that the documents have now been truly served. The Attorney General had been pressing for the lawyer to be referred for disciplinary proceedings, and that he described that as the highest form of disrespect that any person can do to the Supreme Court.
For a lawyer who has filed an application in the matter to direct a rejection of the affidavit of opposition that has been filed by the other side. I mean, it's really, for me, gross professional misconduct. Be that as it may, the court proceeded to deal with the matter, and that is it. I think that was very unfortunate, especially as the same counsel was in the same day filing processes in the Supreme Court of Ghana. Earlier in the morning, he was rejecting processes from the Supreme Court of Ghana, and then in the afternoon, proceeded to file processes in the same Supreme Court of Ghana. And I think the processes of the highest court of the Republic ought to be respected. The dignity and authority of the court always ought to be protected and respected by all counsel, and that is the point I sought to make in court.
But the court
NDC before say Supreme Court bet national. Now NDC for issue statement. Now incite the public against the Chief Justice and the Supreme Court and the judiciary, trying to create the impression say judiciary no MP NDC for asem. Ntomo de asem bi kwa na judiciary no ato asem na twen. Ebiem omo kan say Rich Sky any Amanda Odui edi kan file o masem kane jade ntina fedie the fear response mo ebe chi no na court no airframe. Oron yedi kan court no is here into stores management and warehouse management no any your system be use friend FIFO and FIFO yes e wo LIFO no na e wo FIFO no ti first in first out name last in first out ni nyina but court no enyusu sa system ni bia enyusu any of the system court na de o use no purely administrative na efiti milisanti ni obi ani hono ma wa question da any of the cases say adentina ye di asem we eja we adentina ye say mami hwe ode mami nye we nyi fuel. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, I'm gonna drop it. Na adentina na die NDC for na ebeka say Supreme Court ana determine asem o person so. Go on. Moreover, na Attorney General edika ko file motion for abridgment of time. Eche say o de asem court na force asem e de court no e bi eche be hadwene a utimi de court nanim e ma court no jutuma ye twiba anim Attorney General yi nyina ni ye be serve wo da fia makpa wa ka kire lawyer
say ka kire nko say mamonye
o de ma hwe we nwi. Good morning. Now wa fia makpa wonim wo akoma mu say case a media court yi ensem hunu nyansa bi anim and general tie court na court no say assembly is frivolous and abuse of the court processes. Supreme Court no e wonya ahemfie o e wonya magistrate court e wonya circuit court e wonya high court and the apex court of the land.
Yeah,
enti sabe enya nkwase asem bia na ye sori a ye de kokodu Supreme Court o ayese godon uti o ya na kokolibu enitina ye se uti o ya fa ko polyclinic ne ye nhwew ye kona eburu so a ni ama referral de akwa district hospital ukona eburu so a ni ye bia ama referral de akwa be ti se rich eburu so a na fe edu kokolibu ana edu aduayi entuti ya o ya won so de prekope emfi adenta se me kokolibu akoja yarehwe enti enye sabi cases basa bia ene de ko Supreme Court. But NDC for the person we nyina ne say the 2024 elections no godon ombe lusu a ombe basa Ghana for who's the last election no your mama no start some ye basa omo she tie na ko bia say monko court and monko court ko go mu ani wase enti ni omo ye ne say ye fiase enwu court ni hu fi enne said ye be ya ye be ka kire Ghana for say court no judge for nyina ye MPP for ni yeto abawia yenya kwan gina so aka se enuti ye nkokot ebe hwinte
amada nkotokofo
enu anti no mo yi sa o enti onimpa asase mo de ko no ehasem bi yanyansa nim abanim ensuo nyina mu but me de be ko Supreme Court ama Supreme Court na to atwene ama be court na asam na ne sen wo se obi ti se Mohammed